My name is Jimmy.
What's up, you guys? Jimmy here, and I'm going to be doing a review on the 1 hour preview of the new series, Avengers Assemble. And before I get to the review, I was skeptical about the show ever since its first announcement, and them saying, "Oh, it's gonna not only is Avengers Ultimate Series canceled, this is gonna replace it." So that actually pissed me off, and also them saying, "Oh, it's continuing Earth's Spice here, so everything's going to be okay." That didn't help with my faith in this show. And hearing that it was written by Man of Action, well, everyone has their own childhood heroes. I had a few. One of the big ones was Spider-Man. So basically, Man of Action took my childhood and started raping it to hell. He raped my childhood. And that was because of the freaking, oh, everything's comedy, hey, breaking the fourth wall, doing cutaways, copying Family Guy. I liked Family Guy, but putting that with Spider-Man, it's not a good mix at all. Ultimate Spider-Man is probably one of the worst comic book animated series that I have watched, and I have not watched every bad comic book related animated series, so just so you know, in case some of you kids want to get mad at me. But let's get to the review. In this episode, this first episode, the Avengers have been disbanded for a while, and Tony's like checking on each of the members and seeing if any of them needs help. And Captain America is needing some help. Red Skull's back, and when Tony gets there, he thinks that Red Skull killed Cap. But we later find out it's because Red Skull is dying, and he doing a mind switch with Cap, which I'm not that much of a fan of because of a certain Marvel comic title. Leave me a comment if you know what title I'm talking about. I can give you one hint. It's a Marvel title that gets hate. Quite a bit of hate, actually. I mean, they do switch back. And in the second episode, Red Skull has taken Tony's armor, plus the his little arc reactor, and he uses an invention from MODOK to make the Avengers attack each other. And that's basically a quick summary of the two episodes. To be honest, the art was better than what I was expecting, really. I thought it was going to be, I thought it was going to look bad. That's what I was thinking. The story was between good and okay. Oh, good, I guess would be the word. And if you thought that this wasn't going to have anything to do with Ultimate Spider-Man, in a way, I was even surprised with something. Not only does it have the same voice actors for Ultimate Spider-Man, but oh, also it has a 5-second intro. Which, I mean, it shouldn't surprise any of us because, I mean, I was expecting more from the Avengers because it was probably going to be better than Ultimate Spider-Man, which, based on these first two episodes, yeah, it is better than Ultimate Spider-Man, to be honest. Um, this show could potentially get a little better, but I don't expect it living up to the expectations of Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Oh, and I guess somehow it's also, not only is it continuing Earth's Mightiest Heroes, it's also supposed to be a sequel to the Avengers movie. I guess it's their way of combining the cinematic and the animated universes together. So, like I said, it could potentially get a little better, but I doubt it would get anywhere as good as Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I'm not saying it's horrible, but I'm not saying it's living up to the expectations. But it can't become the worst Avengers show. It would have to go through some work to do that, which the worst Avengers cartoon was The Avengers, United We Stand. I've only watched a couple of episodes of that show, and gosh, that show's horrible. Saban really messed up with that show, really. The show officially starts on July 7th, so you got a little over a month to wait for this show if you like this. And Hulk and the Agents of Smash, I'll check out at least the first episode, which it's probably just going to be the first episode. Because, A, I enjoy Hulk, and I was excited for the show because we haven't had a Hulk animated series since the 90s. And 2, written by Paul Dini. But like I said, it's probably just going to be the first episode. And that show starts in August. So, this is probably going to be the only show that I watch on Disney XD, to be honest. Probably going to be the only one. But that's basically it on my review. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this episode. And for those of you who are into comics, you can check out the podcast known as Comic Nation Live, which that is 10:30 Eastern Standard Time on Fridays, and you can call in and ask them questions that are comic book related. And you can check that out on bkbn.net, and you can go there and celebrate your nerdom in a big way. I'm Jimmy. Until next time, bye. Man of Action took my childhood and started raping it to hell. He raped my childhood.